And later on we have seen the hash join, and in hash join we need to create the hash table, what I can say, the partitions of the relations. Then if there is an overflow, then what happens, how we are going to handle the overflow, how we can avoid the overflow, that we have seen, the overflow resolution and overflow avoidance, that we have seen. Then other operations like aggregation, that we have started, and that also we have seen. Then there are certain set operations like union, intersection and set difference, that also we have seen. And now I am going to talk about the evaluation of expressions, how we are going to evaluate the expressions. Till now what we have seen, whatever we have seen, that is nothing but the individual operations. Whenever we have seen like select operation, like sorting operation, those are nothing but the individual operations. But whenever what I can say, whenever I want to calculate the operations which are not the individual operations, if I want to directly evaluate the entire expression, then how we are going to evaluate the entire expression? So for that we are having two terminology, that is nothing but the materialization and pipelining. But before moving to the materialization and pipelining, let me talk about what do you mean by entire expressions. If I am saying I am having this example, right? If I am saying I am having this example, there are many examples, let me take one another. If I am having it, no, I don't have it. Okay, here I don't have, I will write it in a separate way. Yes, so if I am writing here like building is equals select building is equals to Watson from department, and here I am giving suppose the natural join with instructor, and this the complete. Here I am going to apply suppose the project operation name, like this suppose, right? Then the scenario will be different, that I will show you in the in my notes also. But first of all, let me complete this with the help of PPT, and then I will jump over the notes. Okay, so what do you mean by materialization? The materialization is nothing but evaluate. See, now in this particular expression, whatever I am trying to tell you, it is nothing but what? It is nothing but project name such that select building is equals to Watson, or I will take another query. Chalo, to make you more clear idea, I will take one more another expression to give you more clear idea. Now see, if I am writing here project name select address is equals to, if I am writing here something like Pune, from instructor natural join with teaches, right? This is the complete, what I can say, the expression is there. Now whenever such scenario comes, so how your computer directly solves it, whenever we are firing the query like this, then it is complete expression, it is not a simple one operation. Like you can see, here I am having one operation, that is nothing but the join. Here I am having projection operation, and here I am having the select operation. So there are three operations are there. So these three operate by using these three operations, I have created one, what I can say, by using these three operations, I have created one expression, one query, I can say, right? So how we can evaluate this query? So for that purpose, what we require, we need to we need to create or we need to build a expression tree. How that expression tree looks like, see, if I am saying project name, so I will build here, right? So I will start from this side now. I will start from this side. So if I am starting from this side, you can see I am having two relations. पहला है instructor आणि दूसरा है teaches. So I am having what, two operations. First one is nothing but the teaches and दूसरा है what, instructor. Right, you can see I am having two relation. पहला है instructor आणि दूसरा है teaches. But this particular address is present where? This particular address is present where? This particular address is present in the instructor. Right, so that's why here I am going to write from this. I am going to select address is equals to Pune, and this I am going to join, right? And from here I am going to, what I can say, here from here I am going to project the name. Getting? So in this way your expression tree looks like. मी काय केलंय, I am having teachers one relation, I am having instructor another relation. From instructor I am going to select the address, and that address is nothing but Pune, right? That address is nothing but Pune. And then I am going to, what I can say, I am going to join them by using the join operation, and from there I am going to project what, name of that, name of the instructor, right? So in this way it works. Now you can see the same I have written, but here I have written in terms of the query, right? So how we can evaluate this, that's what I want to tell you. How we can evaluate this? So there are two ways by which we can evaluate, by using materialization and by using the pipelining. So what do you mean by materialization and what do you mean by pipelining? Now let me come to that part. So here we can see materialization is nothing but what, that generate the results of the expression, that generates the results of the expression whose inputs are relations are already computed. Means what, whenever we are using a material, first of all, what do you mean by materialization? Materialization is nothing but, another word I can say is nothing but the storing. Materialize म्हणजे what, materialize means what, we are going to store, that's it. Materialization is means what, we are going to store the results. And pipelining is nothing but, it is an extension of the materialization, but pipelining मध्ये we are not going to store anything. Getting? There are two terminologies, पहिला आहे materialization, दुसरा आहे pipelining. Pipelining मध्ये आपण काहीही स्टोअर करत नाही, but in materialization we are storing the intermediate results, right? Unless and until we get the output of the complete query or the complete expression, we are going to store the intermediate results. How? See, first of all let me complete the materialization. If I am saying this, the same whatever I have written here, the same I have tried to explain you. So materialized evaluation means what, evaluate one operation at a time, evaluate only one operation at a time, and storing that result, or storing that result into the memory, temporary memory, storing that result into the temporary memory, right? And then we are going to compute the another expression, and again we are going to store the intermediate results. How? See, materialization मध्ये काय होतं की I am having now how many operations I am having here, I am having this first, this is my first operation, this is my second operation, and this is my third operation. You can see, right, there are three operations are there. या तीन ऑपरेशन पैकी मला पहिला ऑपरेशन मी काय करणार, आय एम गोइंग टू सिलेक्ट दी इन्स्ट्रक्टर्स हु आर हॅव्हिंग दी ॲड्रेस इज इक्वल्स टू पुणे. मी पहिल्यांदा काय करेल, मी पहिल्यांदा या पर्टिक्युलर दिस पर्टिक्युलर ऑपरेशन विल गेट इव्हॅल्युएटेड फर्स्ट. Then I will be storing this result into the intermediate, what I can say, into a temporary memory. I'll be storing the intermediate result, this result into a temporary memory, right? Then what I will do, हा जो instructor है and then this teachers is there, this combination, this join, whatever the result is coming, that result I am going to store into the memory, temporary memory. And then finally whatever the result I got by using this result 1 and this result 1 and this result 2, that I am going to combine to get the final result. Getting? This is nothing but the materialization, means storing the intermediate results to form the output. Okay. Is the screen is visible? Let me come back. Is the screen visible yet? Or is there any problem? Yes, it is. Is it? It is visible. Okay, okay, okay. So hope so. You people might have understood this. What I mean to do, what I am trying to tell you. So this is nothing but the materialization, the materialized evaluation. In materialized evaluation, we are going to evaluate one operation at a time, and the intermediate results. The you can see we are going to use the intermediate results, and that intermediate result we are going to store into a temporary memory to evaluate the next level of expression, or next level of operation, right? So means what? Yeah, this is the expression number one which I am going to evaluate first, that will get stored into the memory. Then we are going to join them by using the uh, whatever the result is there, that result we are going to use here, and that will get combined with this second result, and then we are going to combine these two results to form the name. So this is nothing but the materialization, right? The materialized evaluation. Okay. Now I am having another one, that is nothing but the what I can say. But what is the problem, and which are the advantages and disadvantages of this materialized evaluation? That also we'll see. See, the materialized evaluation is applicable always, no problem. We can use materialized explanation or we can use pipelining. That is not the issue. It depends on you. Okay. So materialized evaluation is always applicable. Then what is the cost? The total cost is this. The total cost is this. You can see here. The total cost is sum of the cost of individual operations. Like here, you can see I am having three operations: operation number one, operation number two, and operation number three. These three operations are there. So whatever the cost of this operation number one plus operation number two plus operation number three, that will be the total cost of the materialized evaluation. But apart from that, there is a cost of writing the intermediate result to the disk. कारण की आपण जे इंटरमिडिएट रिझल्ट्स आहेत ते आपण कुठे स्टोअर करणार आहोत? डिस्कमध्ये स्टोअर करणार आहोत. सो एव्हरी टाइम वी नीड टू ॲक्सेस द डिस्क. पहिला ऑपरेशन आला त्याला मला डिस्कमध्ये स्टोअर करून ठेवायला लागेल. देन आय नीड टू कम बॅक. Then I am going to store the second result into the memory. Then I am going to combine them. Then I need to come back. Again I need to evaluate the third expression, the third operation, and then we need to combine the results. So that's why the cost of writing the intermediate results into the disk, that is also involved. So the overall cost is nothing but the sum of the costs of the individual operation, plus cost of writing the intermediate results, right? Now, पण आता मला सांगा, we are saying here intermediate result to the disk, but what this disk is actually, right? ते आपण म्हणतोय टेम्पररी मेमरी मध्ये स्टोअर करणार आहोत, but what that temporary memory is, that temporary memory is nothing but the buffer. That temporary memory is nothing but the buffer. So that buffer we are going to utilize whenever we are calculating. आता आपण यामध्ये बघितलं की पहिला जो रिझल्ट होता तो आपण कुठे स्टोअर केला? इथे. इथे जर मी बघितलं तर मला पहिला जो एक्सप्रेशन, पहिला व्हॉट आय कॅन से, दी पहिलं एक्सप्रेशन इज नथिंग बट फ्रॉम इंस्ट्रक्टर वी आर गोइंग टू सिलेक्ट दी नेम्स ऑफ द इंस्ट्रक्टर whose address is Pune, right? And whatever the result of this particular operation is coming, that I am going to store into the buffer, right? After that, once I am storing into that buffer, then I am going to combine whatever the result of this to this I am going to provide to the next level. इथे जो result माझ्याकडे आला तो result मी इकडे provide केला to the join operation, right? And that join operation again, after combining them, whatever the result is going to come here, that result again I am going to store into the buffer, right? There is a probability that the buffer will get overflow. Of course, buffer is a limited memory, so there is a chance that the buffer will get overflow. So जर buffer overflow झाला तर काय होणार? So again there is a problem, there is an issue. So for that purpose, what we need to do, there is another way we can use double buffer. So we can use the another terminology, that is nothing but the another way to sort it out is nothing but double buffering. So instead of using one buffer, we can use two buffers. So if I am using two buffers, what will happen? जेव्हा पहिला बफर फुल झाला त्या पहिल्या बफरचा डेटा where if I am having two buffers, this is buffer 1 and this is buffer 2. So if this first buffer is full, then I will transfer the data into the second buffer, right, so that this first buffer will get empty, right. And in that case what we need to do, we need to allow the overlapping of the disk writes. कारण की इफ यू आर युझिंग टू बफर्स, तर एका बफरमधनं जेव्हा डेटा आपण पहिल्या एका बफरमधनं जेव्हा आपण डेटा दुसऱ्या बफरमध्ये टाकतो, देन at the same time there may be a disk overwrite, right. And why we are using it, because it reduces the execution time of the queries. Okay, so this is nothing but the materialization. Now another terminology is there, that is called as the pipelining. Now what do you mean by pipelining? Evaluate several expressions simultaneously and passing the results to the intermediate, passing the results to another operation, or the next level of operation. How? See, again let me draw it one more time. If I am saying I am having here what? I am having here teaches, I am having here instructor, sorry, I am having here instructor, and from this instructor I am going to select the address is equals to Pune, address is equals to Pune, and this I am going to combine with a join operation. Okay, and this I am going to pass to the, sorry, project. I am going to project the names of the instructor. Okay, in this way we are going to do, but for that purpose what will require, see how it works. Pipelining मध्ये आणि materialization मध्ये काय फरक आहे? In pipelining what we do, this is nothing but my evaluation, the operation number 1, this is my operation number 2, and this is my operation number 3. So all three operations will be continuously working, right. But what we will do, whatever the result of this first operation in meantime will be directly passed to the second operation, and whatever the result of the second operation in the, I am talking about intermediate results, I am not talking about the final output of the query. फायनल आउटपुट ऑफ दी क्वेरी मला कधी मिळेल, जेव्हा हा तिसरा ऑपरेशन फायनली इव्हॅल्युएट होईल, देन आय विल बी गेटिंग द रिझल्ट. आय एम टॉकिंग अबाउट ओनली इंटरमिडिएट रिझल्ट्स. सो मला पहिल्यांदा जेव्हा याचे रिझल्ट्स मिळतील, दॅट आय एम गोइंग टू पास when I will be getting the result of this first operation, I will be passing it to the second operation. When I will be getting the output of the second operation, that I will be passing to the third operation, and finally when this particular operation will get evaluated, I will get the result of the query. Okay, means how it works, if I am saying this is nothing but my pipeline, in this pipeline I will be evaluating expression number 1, expression number 2, and expression number 3, right. See, I will show you in other way. If I am saying दिस इज माय एक्सप्रेशन नंबर 1, मला एवढा वेळ लागतो, एक्सप्रेशन नंबर 2 ला एवढा वेळ लागतो, आणि एक्सप्रेशन नंबर 3 ला एवढा वेळ लागतो, राइट. सो यू कैन सी the expression number 1 is evaluating continuously here also. The expression number 1 is starting evaluating from here, expression number 2 is starting evaluating from here, and expression number 3 is starting evaluating from here, right. But it is not like that. You can see it is not like that. Your evaluation number 2 and your evaluation number 3 all are starting from here only, all are starting from here only. Expression number 2 is also starting from here, expression number 3 is also starting from here. So what we are going to do, it will also start from here, it will also start from here, so the time will get saved. पण यामध्ये बघा, जोपर्यंत मला या पहिल्या रिझल्टचं ऑपरेशन मिळतंय, suppose I will be getting the output at this particular time, suppose I will be getting the output of this particular result here by this particular time. So by that time your expression number or operation number 2 will get evaluated for some time, and by that time your expression number 3 also will get evaluated for some time. So that's why the execution time will be less. कारण काय? कारण की all three operations are working simultaneously or executing simultaneously. That's why pipelining is much beneficial as compared to your what I can say your materialization. कारण की materialization मध्ये काय होतं? Materialization मध्ये this is the scenario. See, materialization also I'll show you. In materialization, if I am saying these are nothing but my three operations, so मला पहिला ऑपरेशन कंप्लीट झाल्यानंतर माझं दुसरं ऑपरेशन सुरू होईल, दुसरं ऑपरेशन कंप्लीट झाल्यानंतर माझं तिसरं ऑपरेशन सुरू होईल. दिस इज नथिंग बट दी मटेरियलायझेशन. कारण की याचा रिझल्ट I need to pass the result of this operation to the here. I need to pass the result of the second operation to the third. राईट. दॅट्स वाय सपोज मी म्हणतोय की हा टाईम 1ला सुरू झाला आणि टाईम 10ला संपला. Right, so total I'll requiring 10 unit of time. But here if I am talking about the pipelining, then pipelining is not like this. Your expression number 1, operation number 1, operation number 2 and operation number 3 all are working simultaneously. They are working simultaneously. त्यातला हा जो इव्हॅल्युएशन नंबर 1 आहे हा इथे संपला. Right, but evaluation number 2 continues. Then evaluation number 2 इथे संपला, but evaluation number 3 completed and evaluation number 3 suppose ended here. Mean to say, if it has been started from 1, it will get bind up by 5 unit of time, because all three are running simultaneously. याच्यामध्ये कसं होतं, all three are not running simultaneously. जोपर्यंत हा संपत नाही तोपर्यंत सेकंड चालू होणार नाही, जोपर्यंत सेकंड ऑपरेशनचा रिझल्ट मी तिसऱ्याला पास करणार नाही तोपर्यंत तिसरा सुरू होणार नाही. The third operation will not get executed. But here all three operations are being executed at the same time. That's why the execution time or your CPU idleness will be less. So that's why the execution time will be more. Are you understanding what I am trying to tell you? Let me come back. Are you understanding what I am trying to tell you? Please give me the feedback. Understanding or not? Yes, okay. So this is the pipelining, the pipeline evaluation. We are going to evaluate several operations simultaneously by passing the results of one operation to the next. That's what I was trying to tell you with the help of diagrams, with the help of different views. Okay. So now here what we are going to do, instead we are going to pass the tuples directly to the join. So that's what we have done. Whatever I have written in terms of theory, that's what I have tried to tell you with the help of the diagram. Then for better what I can say, for better clearing for better or effective use of the evaluation, or if I want to use the evaluations of, or if I want to evaluate the expressions in a very effective way, then we need to generate the output of the tuples. We need to generate the output of the tuples even though it has not passed to the other tuples. How? What I am trying to tell you is nothing but this. इथे बघा, दिस इज नथिंग बट माय इव्हॅल्युएशन नंबर ऑपरेशन नंबर 1. या ऑपरेशन नंबर 1ला मी इकडे पास करतोय, पण माइट बी पॉसिबल दॅट दिस पर्टिक्युलर द आउटपुट ऑफ दिस पर्टिक्युलर ऑपरेशन इज नॉट येट कम. सर मला मी यायची वाट बघितली का? किंवा इफ आय एम सेइंग दॅट आय एम स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम हियर, फ्रॉम द ऑपरेशन नंबर, if I am starting from here, I am calling project name and I have came here joining operation. पण या जॉईनचा मला रिझल्ट अजून मिळाला आहे का? नाही. देन आय विल कम हियर आणि पहिल्यांदा मी काय करेल, इन्स्ट्रक्टर सिलेक्ट करेल. म्हणजे मी कॉल करताना कुठलं एक्सप्रेशन म्हणजे कुठलं ऑपरेशन कॉल केलं होतं, कॉल करताना मी पहिल्यांदा प्रोजेक्ट नेम कॉल केलं होतं, दॅट वॉज दी ऑपरेशन. बट त्यातला मला कुठला आउटपुट मिळाला का, किंवा कुठले टपल्स माझ्याकडे आलेत का? देर इज नो टपल आय हॅव गॉट. देन आय हॅव मेड दी कॉल to the another, I have called the another input, that is nothing but this. आणि मला इथे मला आउटपुट मिळाला का? सेकंड याच्यामध्ये मला कुठलाच आउटपुट मिळाला नाही. देन आय हॅव कॉल्ड दी थर्ड वन. सो मी वेन आय विल कम हिअर I have got the output. Here I have got some tuples that I have returned. Okay, so that's what I have tried to tell you. Then there are two ways to execute the pipelining. The first one is demand driven pipeline and producer driven pipeline. What do you mean by demand driven and what do you mean by producer driven? The demand driven pipeline is nothing but what? The demand driven pipelining is nothing but the system makes repeated requests for the tuples. What do you mean by demand driven? The system makes the repeated requests for the tuples from the top of the request, right? From the top, they make the continuous. See, one more time I need to draw it to make it more clear. Okay, here I am saying I am having here instructor, I am having here teaches. Then from here I am going to select address is equals to Pune. Then this I am going to do join, and from here I am going to project the name, right? पण इव्हॅल्युएट होताना कसं इव्हॅल्युएट होतं बघा. I will make a call here first from the top. Demand driven. Who is demanding? This projection is demanding. What he is demanding? He is demanding the names, right? This projection is demanding what? This projection is demanding the names. कुणाचे names? इन्स्ट्रक्टरचे नेम्स. मग मला इन्स्ट्रक्टरचे नेम्स डायरेक्ट मिळणार आहेत का? नाही. सो I will come to the second operation. This is the second operation. Join, right? कुणाचा जॉईन? टीचर्सचा आणि इन्स्ट्रक्टरचा. सो डायरेक्ट जॉईन आहे का? नाही. त्यामधलं मला काय हवंय? आय वॉन्ट टू हॅव सिलेक्शन. सो दिस इज द थर्ड ऑपरेशन, सिलेक्शन, right? Select what? Address. So what see, the first who is demanding, first selection operation is demanding, then join operation is demanding, and thirdly the select operation is demanding, right? आता मला सांगा, जेव्हा पहिल्यांदा मी प्रोजेक्ट ऑपरेशनने डिमांड केलं तेव्हा त्याला त्याचे टपल्स मिळाले का? वेन आय हॅव डिमांडेड प्रोजेक्शन नेम, वेन आय हॅव डिमांडेड नेम्स, हॅव आय गॉट द नेम्स? मला नाव मिळाले नाहीत, राईट? म्हणून मी काय केलं, एका दुसऱ्या ऑपरेशनला कॉल केलं. कुठलं ऑपरेशन होता? दॅट ऑपरेशन इज नथिंग बट दिस, दी जॉईन ऑपरेशन. आता या जॉईन ऑपरेशनला मी जेव्हा कॉल केलं तेव्हा मला टपल्स मिळाले का? नाही मिळाले. त्यामुळे मी तिसऱ्या ऑपरेशनला कॉल केलं. दॅट थर्ड ऑपरेशन इज नथिंग बट सिलेक्शन. आता या तिसऱ्या ऑपरेशनला मी जेव्हा कॉल केलं तेव्हा मला टपल्स मिळाले का? येस, डेफिनेटली आय विल गेट दी टपल्स. कुठले टपल्स? हे सगळे टपल्स म्हणजे कोणाचे ॲड्रेस? इन्स्ट्रक्टरचे ॲड्रेस मला मिळणार, right? So definitely I will get in terms of the tuples, I will get in terms of the rows. So these I am going to return to the second operation, आणि नंतर ह्या टीचर्स सोबत त्याचं कॉम्बिनेशन होणार. इट विल मेक अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ दिस and whatever I have written from this address, that will get joined, and then it will get whatever the tuples I will get after joining, from that I am going to select some tuples, or I am going to select only names, right? That's why it is called as demand driven. Okay, that's why it is called as demand driven, and demand driven is always from top to bottom. The demand driven works always in terms of top to bottom. म्हणजे पहिल्यांदा टॉपला जो आहे तो रिक्वेस्ट करणार to the lower level, then lower level will demand to the next lower level, and it will continue unless and until I will get the output in terms of the tuples, right? So this is nothing but the demand driven pipelining. Then I am having the second terminology. Then I am having the second terminology, that is nothing but the producer driven. Now it is opposite. It works in from bottom to top. Producer driven means what? Producer driven, the operation produces the tuples eagerly and pass them to the parents. Means what? See, here it will start from the bottom. मी काय करणार, माझ्याकडे जेवढे टपल्स आलेत, जेवढे ॲड्रेस आहेत ते सगळे ॲड्रेस मी पास करून देणार. कोणाला? टू दी ऑपरेशन नंबर 2. I will start from this side and I will move upward. I will move to the top. From the instructor, whatever the tuples I am having, that I will pass directly, randomly, right? In a greedy way, I can say. माझ्याकडे जेवढं आहे तेवढं मी पास करून दिलं. मी चेक करत बसणार नाही what is the address and what I am going to do. माझ्याकडे जेवढे tuples आहे in the instructor, that all I am going to pass to the teachers, right? This second operation will handle. माझा पार्ट संपला, right? In this way it works. Now in between I am having a buffer. In that the buffer is maintained between the operators, right? Whatever the child produces, whatever the tuples child produces, that will get stored into the buffer, right? And then parent removes the tuples which doesn't require it. म्हणजे बघा, मी जेव्हा इकडनं माझ्याकडे जेवढे टपल्स आहेत तेवढे सगळे टपल जेव्हा मी या ऑपरेशनला पाठवले, तेव्हा पहिल्यांदा काय होतं, हा काय करतो, हा एका बफरमध्ये in a buffer it stores the in a temporary memory it stores whatever the tuples he has passed. हे इथे सगळे स्टोअर होणार, राईट? इथे सगळे स्टोअर झाल्यानंतर यातले कुठले डिस्कार्ड करायचे हा हे ऑपरेशन ठरवेल. सम ऑफ द पार्ट विल गेट डिस्कार्डेड, हा दिस विल गेट डिस्कार्डेड. आणि जेवढे कामाचे आहेत, whatever the requirement of this particular according to the requirement of this particular operation, it will store some of the tuples, right? And then it will get passed to the parent. म्हणजे हा कोण झाला, this is nothing but the parent and this is nothing but the child. म्हणजे चाइल्डने जेवढे टपल्स पास केलेत त्यातले काही टपल्स मी डिस्कार्ड करणार, बिकॉज आय एम नॉट रिक्वायरिंग दॅट, right? So in this way it works. Now it is also called as pull and push models of pipelining. Pull means what? Upon we are on the top and from top we are going to pull the data from the bottom, right? आणि the another scenario is nothing but push. Push is nothing but what? माझ्याकडे जेवढा डेटा आहे तो मी वरच्या साईडला फेकत जाणार. I am going to throw the data from the bottom to the from the child to the parent, and parent will decide केवढा मला किती डेटा घ्यायचा आहे आणि किती डेटा थ्रो करायचा आहे. The parent will decide how much data he want to take and how much data he want to discard. That is nothing but the producer driven pipelining. Are you understanding? So these are the two ways of pipelining there. Apart from that, this is all. Now whatever I have told you, I hope so you people have understood. We'll do one thing. We'll show you the what I can say, my handwritten notes also, so there you will have very clear idea ki what I am talking about actually. You can see this is the handwritten notes, and these are the handwritten notes. पण यामध्ये जे पहिले पार्ट आहेत, that the first part like the different stages of the query processing is not there, then cost of query processing, that is also not there. So I will upload the different PDF so that you will get the complete handwritten notes. Now let me come here directly. सो दॅट्स वॉट आय हॅव ट्राय टू टेल यू. मी आताच तुम्हाला सांगितलं की माझ्याकडे जेव्हा इन्स्ट्रक्टर असतो त्या इन्स्ट्रक्टरमधनं मी ॲड्रेस सिलेक्ट करतोय. ॲड्रेस इज इक्वल्स टू पुणे टीचर्स, देन इट विल गेट पास टू दी join operation, and from there I am going to select the I am going to project the names. There are two types of pipelining, demand driven and producer driven. And what do you mean by producer driven? Just now I have told you handwritten notes are there, so from there you can read out. And are you able to see? Are you able to see where it is? Are you able to see the screen? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. So here, apart from that, there are some advantages of this pipelining over the what I can say uh, over the materialization. The first advantage, it eliminates the cost of query evaluation by reading and writing into a temporary relation. आपल्याला पाइपलाइनिंग मध्ये कुठलाच रिझल्ट मेमरीमध्ये स्टोअर करण्याची गरज पडत नाही. That's why it is much faster than materialization. And second one, it can give the results more quickly as the execution time is less. So definitely the result will be more, what I can say, it will perform, the result will be more quicker. And the root will combine the results. Definitely whatever the result we will be getting, whatever the output of the query we will get, that will be depending on the root. It will calculate, it will combine the results. Okay, hope so you people have understood what I am